Hi, Uncle Toby. Yeah, no, it's Lawrence. Yeah, yeah. No, not drunk. I haven't touched a drop. Mostly water today. It's Christmas. I mean, what do you expect? Hello. I'm always having a go at Uncle Toby for being late with presents. And then when he surprised me this year by being not just on time but early, it got me thinking about myself and how actually I'm really crap at sending presents too. I'm just not usually quite as crap as him. Over the years, it's gotten progressively easier for me to make excuses for not sending presents. When I lived in my hometown of Grimsby, I barely had an excuse because anyone that I'd buy presents for lived in that town. So if I didn't buy them a present, they'd come and hunt me down with cod because it's a fishing town. But at the same time, on Christmas morning, if we got downstairs and I had managed to buy presents for not just my parents but my brothers, I'd have to watch them undo the presents and pretend to be impressed. And that's, being British, that's the hardest part. Because I alluded to recently in my birthday video that it's also hard from the point of view of the receiver to feign that surprise. But as a British person, to see somebody do that when you yourself are the giver is the most psychologically damaging act anybody can commit. But it's not my fault, because I thought my brother would appreciate a 1988 copy of the Oxford English Dictionary in 2004. Yes, Vlogmas is going really well so far. We've done 2, as you know. I know you know yesterday's video was complete. I did thorough research and... I didn't include Snickers because, as you full well know, we have Snickers in the UK. Right? The same is true of M&Ms. And then I moved away from Grimsby and it was a bit easier to formulate an excuse for having not bought presents. That sounds bad. It was sort of like that. I was in the throes of university at first, and all of that drinking and all of that sort of hard studying, gets in the way of remembering things like that. The sort of problem was, though, for the Christmas break, I would go home to Grimsby, so that excuse didn't fly. Thank you, by the way, for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sweater. All right, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles sweater. I'm really enjoying it. It's great. I fully intend to wear it for the whole of Vlogmas. Yeah, of course I'm wearing it right now. Yeah, I don't even take it off to sleep. I do. I don't want you to get that impression. But then thankfully I did fly. Literally, I didn't, the plane did. Took me to America years later. I'm skipping big parts of my life here, but we landed in America and nobody tells you about this. This is the thing that they don't really go over, although it's common sense. It's a little bit harder to get stuff to people in England, especially at Christmas when, they're expecting it, or not, as the case may be. At first, this was great because I just used to send messages, usually telegrams, it was that long ago, 2008, to say, sorry, Mom, the US Postal Service is weird and it somehow doesn't deliver to England. It did, and it still does. That's not going to wash anymore because I've been here 12 years. So I have to come up with another plan now that my mum both knows this and is watching this video. And that plan, usually, by the way, is to just order something on Amazon, a bit easier. It is easier, actually, than going to the postal service. For one, you don't have to leave the house. Got to enjoy that. But number 2, it tends to get there quicker and can be cheaper, depending on how you do it, if you've got Prime. This isn't a plug for Amazon. They don't need my help, trust me. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit surprised, yes, given your cavalier history with gift giving. Me? No, yeah, I've definitely bought all of the family presents so far. Yeah, I'm surrounded by them as we speak. Yeah. Well, with the pandemic and everything, it's just going to be so hard, I can imagine these won't arrive until July. But that's usually the way that I achieve this from overseas now. But in the first few years of living in America, in all honesty, I did use the postal service. The problem is, because I leave things to the last minute, i.e. 5 days before Christmas, the cost to get it there on time is fairly exorbitant. So if you do live in America and you do want to send presents to people back in England or anywhere around the world, just be better planned than me. So, I mean, it wasn't just me you got presents for, I assume. Did you? I'm not sure Toby, I don't think she'll be expecting that. And I mean that not necessarily in a good way, right? This could be a bad surprise. You just divorced 4 months ago. Right, what did you get her? You are trying to win her back. It's obvious. Yes, you are. Listen to it. Listen to the way you talk about her still. Yeah, I know she doesn't talk the same way about you because I spoke to her the other day. She didn't say anything really. It was just, usual family stuff. All that said, I'm all about supporting small business, right? Instead of the likes of Amazon. And that applies to both the United Kingdom and the United States. So on occasion, I've sent flowers, right, from a local florist in Grimsby, and I can do that from my home in Chicago. I just have to get on the internet, look up the local florist in Grimsby and say, "Hi Fiona, it's me again for the 6th time this year. I'd like you to send these to my niece." How old is she? What does it matter how old she is? She's 4. Do you not think it's appropriate? Okay, well, maybe I'll try somewhere else that does. I don't know. I mean, from one nephew to another. You're my uncle. I keep forgetting how this works. This might not be the best plan, is all I'm saying. I mean, just be careful. You don't want to get your heart broken again. The weird truth of the matter, though, is that this year, me and my wife, mainly my wife, actually entirely my wife, did buy presents for my family back home. And they're all here at the house. It's just that we can't easily get to the postal office because of the pandemic. So I have another excuse. It's getting better and better. So mum, dad, family, the reason that your present's not getting there this year is outside of my control. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, let me see if I've got this right. So you're going to drop off her present to her house, to her letterbox on Christmas Eve. You're not going to film it. Come on. Plus, I mean, you did tell me once that the real gift is getting to see me on YouTube every week. And I've kind of run with that. Now that I've said that out loud, I should probably get in contact with the florists. Becky doesn't eat the petals, does she? Anyway, I will work on your gift over the next few days, weeks, whatever. It's not gonna, it'll probably just be a mug. You forget, you are, last time I checked, my 3rd favourite uncle. Yeah. You could be promoted, but you just got to, play your cards right. Do you want a pack of cards? Actually, I've got a spare in the wardrobe. Need to give them away anyway. Either way, I'm thankful for the gift of my viewers who have been watching me every day throughout Vlogmas. Granted, we're only 3 days in. Don't abandon me yet. And if you are new to this channel, why not subscribe so that you can keep up with all of the Vlogmas videos that I'll be putting out over the next few weeks. And be sure to join me live tomorrow evening when I raise a toast to the 10 American states that have watched me the least in 2020. The reason that I'm doing this is that on New Year's Day, I'm doing the 10 American states that watched me the most in 2020. So Friday's event is kind of the Razzies of this whole thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll see you there. Goodbye. All right, well, I better go because, international rates and all that. How long have we been on? 2 hours. Yeah. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. All right, see you on Skype. Bye.